Hey everybody, it's SE, Rewrite Electric 2008. Yes, this is my first DeviantArt exclusive video, and because I don't know what to do, well, not exclusive, but I mean, one, I'm only posting on DeviantArt, not onto TikTok or YouTube. But because I got nothing better to do, and the fact I'm super bored, I'm gonna be reading out the story for the character, the EXE named NormalCD. I've got the thing here, let's go read it. Normal is a creation made by Revive back in his days of godhood, in an experiment named Project Glass Cannon. This experiment was used to see if he could create life entirely out of a substance called soul glass. This worked, and Revive, unsure what to do at the time, kept him. This is Act 1 of NormalCD's story. Normal, who at the time was called Glass, would end up spending 2 years with him. Revive started to get attention to Glass, started giving him gifts, one of which was NormalCD, and the other being the Sonic OVA. Glass adored NormalCD and the OVA so much, his appearance and voice started to shift slightly because of it. While watching Glass be happy under his care, Revive started seeing Glass as a son. However, he one day realized he was getting attached, and that he had grown to love his creation. The thought of loving or being loved was so terrifying to him, and he was scared of accidentally making Glass into a monster, that he wiped Glass's memories and cast him into the void. Now, Mansion of the Void, a sentient manifestation of the Void, who was a Mansion Sonic, and its properties, promised to make a special world for Normal, where he could have so much fun. Glass is told to wait patiently as he waits, the Void changes him and works some of his features. Eventually, after about a decade, Jesus Christ, it took him that long, Void Mansion would keep that promise in a world created to house a memory-wiped Glass, based on his favorite game, NormalCD. This is where Act 2 takes place. For some reason, Void Mansion just went with NormalCD, not the OVA. Let's go. The timeline of CD is basically the same. If you played the original NormalCD game, most of the game is the same, the events of the game is the same. Like Palm Tree Panic, the intro cutscene, everything's the same. But up to the point where Amy, gets kidnapped by Metal. That's when Normal appears, and seeing Sonic, and with overwhelming sense of grief and pain, because Sonic looks like Revive. I mean, no shit, Revive takes the form of Sonic. Normal just straight up lashes out of Sonic, and he beats the shit out of him. Like, he's almost beaten to death. Sonic's like blinded in one eye, and one of his legs got temporarily broken. But then Eggman showed up. While he's usually okay with people teaming up to kill Sonic, the fact that he saw something so unhinged and that clearly cannot be trusted, beating the shit out of his rival, he rescued Sonic and took him somewhere safe. There he comes across a secret base in Metallic Madness, where Metal, is holding Amy captive, and straight up disables the Prime Directive for Metal, essentially making him a Reploid, like a Mega Man X, aka Sentience. And with this, he takes some blueprints, some medical equipment, and straight up leaves, and while he and Sonic hold up in some cave to, prepare. They hatch a plan to stop Normal. While they're gone, NormalCD causes a shit ton of chaos. I mean, well, he doesn't kill anyone, he has no reason to or need to, but he's doing far more damage to the environment than Eggman ever did. Like, I actually don't know how much damage, but from what reading here on the wiki says, must have been massive damage. This reaches Metal and Amy from a stray flicky. Amy has Metal realize that, dude, you're sentient, you have your own will, you don't have to obey that fat ass anymore. And with that, he decides to back himself up to every system he can find in Eggman's lab, because the last thing he wants is to become just a one-sided robot. And he goes to fight Normal, and gets his ass kicked. For the first time of many times, he gets his ass kicked. Each time he loses, he brings back more intel, so Amy can build more stronger bodies. Yeah, Amy somewhat acts like Tails in this universe. She's a lot more tech-savvy with machinery. And over time, they make the best body for Metal possible. It seems like the battle's at a stalemate, but they manage to find a time stone, a yellow one. And Amy pulls out all the stops using a blueprints of a prototype Mecha Sonic from Sonic 3, and takes all the best features to create a very strong body to house the Time Stone. And so this makes them have a plus in the back in the fight. But the main problem is Normal actually can't be killed. He can sustain damage, so you can actually beat the shit out of him and kick his ass, but he can't, he's like Choo Choo Charles. I don't know if anyone played that game. I didn't. And that he can take damage, but he'll leave and come back when he's stronger. Or, healed up. And which leads to a long, endless battle. And every time Metal is about to fucking die, he uses the Time Stone to teleport back to Metallic Madness. And this seems to be going on for a while, until one day, during this fight, Normal manages to find the base. And Metal tries one last effort in fighting the douche, but Normal ends up killing him, decapitating him, and using the Time Stone to head back to Amy, destroying a good chunk of the computers in the room. So effectively killing Metal. But before he can do so, Amy asks him why is he doing it and why he hates them. Normal actually had never been asked why, or even stopped to think about why he's doing all of this. Heck, you've never been asked the question before! Conflicted, Normal decides, fuck this, I'm out, and leaves. While Amy finds some way to bring Metal back, he finds one last hard drive where he's stored on. It may take a while, but he'll be fine. Normal's taking a moment to think for himself if he's truly happy or satisfied. But he feels empty and nothing changed. Soon, then, out of nowhere comes the blue pineapple and the fat man, Sonic and Eggman. And again, seeing Sonic's face made him painful, so Normal again decided to get the fuck out and run away. Sonic giving chase behind one of the few tracks remaining in Stardust Speedway. And I think he'd seriously destroy even Stardust Speedway? Well, that's just mean. Well, this is meant as a distraction, so Eggman opens a portal. They're almost at the end of the track, and the portal sucks Normal in, grabbing Sonic, and Sonic tries to pry him away, and he notices the horror in Normal's eyes and fear as the last hand falls off, and Normal falls in as the portal closes. Normal's stranded again, and for what seems like hours and days, he meets someone named Digin, saying that he's been watching him and he can tell him how to change. And he's the one that takes the first step. 2 days later, Eggman pretty much made something to destroy every badnik because he's done with the whole evil scientist thing after caring for Sonic. And that's about the remaining thing of the story that can be said from the wiki. From his current owners, his story might get rewritten, so this may be outdated soon. I might read the new story when it comes out, but I don't know. I might read other EXEs, but that may be on YouTube. Again, I don't know. But for now, that's all. Rewrite Electric out. And remember that fun is infinite.